God, Robert, what the hell?
Hello.
Hello. Make us wait for fucking ever.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. Welcome, everyone, to another Last of Us stream. I don't remember where we left off.
I believe we were starting day 2, Seattle Abbey.
Oh, okay.
Your friends are wolves too?
Yeah. We were lucky Mel was there. She's one of the best surgeons in Seattle.
So how have you been, Roberto?
And what's his name?
Pretty good. Busy week, but pretty good.
Owen.
Oh, yeah?
Mel. Owen.
Yeah, started Haunting of
He
Hill
loves
House.
Alice.
Hell yeah.
Two episodes into that.
It's so
How
good.
do we get to the really tall buildings? The bridge is there.
Path ahead kicks out toward downtown.
It's very good so far.
The really tall buildings.
Second, might looks really dark in OBS. How does it look on the stream?
It looks a bit dim.
Okay. Hang
Like,
on just a
dimmer
second.
than usual.
Is that because I've turned? I don't know what any of that means. Does that look better?
You gonna be able to get us the rest of the way?
Yes.
The route starts at the
This
edge of
is
the Russian
back to
water.
normal.
You get us there, and I can take over.
I feel like I'm
These are really gonna get us
tripping.
over the rapids?
So I watch this on my TV as I'm playing just because I want to take full advantage of like the new graphic upgrades.
In just a couple
Mhm.
But I'm trying something different and streaming through one instance of OBS and recording on another. And then of course I have it playing on my computer monitor so OBS will pick it up. So I'm looking at like four screens all with the same game on it. You got anything for us to miss? Not a goddamn thing.
Wolf, there it is. That's the building we need to get to.
Okay.
So how are you, not to give away your thoughts for when we review it in a week or so, but how are you liking Hill House so far?
We can't get the stuff your friend needs.
It's very good. Very well acted, very well produced.
She'll
It's
have to
about
try to do
trauma.
surgery with what Owen has around.
It is, but not the kind that we make fun of.
That wouldn't be good.
Yeah, it's the good version.
Yeah.
She'll make it.
We get the supplies. Yeah, she'll.
No, I think Mike Flanagan has spent his entire, at least most of his career, exploring like those themes of family trauma and stuff, and he perfects it with Hill House.
Keep out of the water. These rapids
Yeah,
will rip you
definitely.
away.
Especially after just watching it's
You know how to swim,
like an
right?
expanded version of that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna fall in.
Yeah.
I like that confidence.
And of course, I know it's pretty loosely based on the book. The old classic movie might be a closer adaptation. I really want to see that at some point. The Haunting.
I've only seen the shitty 90s one.
Oh, God. That's one of the worst remakes.
You've been to these sky bridges before, right?
Yeah.
That's one of those
Gonna
where
see
you're
a
like,
lot of
thank God
scars.
Flanagan's show exists so that
I don't know.
the 90s version isn't where we
Maybe
left
okay,
off on The
okay.
Haunting adaptation.
Yeah, but Those guys were hunting you.
Yeah, I remember when that show was announced. I was like that shitty '90s movie. What? I had no idea that was a book.
And then you started watching it, you're like, wait, where are the CGI statues? What's with all this grief?
Oh
Isn't what
my
I paid for?
god. No, it actually took me a couple of tries to get into that show. Not because it's bad, just 10 hours is a commitment.
Mm.
But once I finally got, I think probably in episode 3 or 4, I was like, this might be the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've seen the first two. Episode 2 is good, but it's really a rough watch. So like, if you're not in the right mood for it, it's like, yeah, it's just kind of ruining my day.
Oh, Robert, are we ruining your day?
No, it's all good. Everything's fine here.
Good, because I'm going to tell you to get the fuck over it. It's been a couple weeks since we're able to get back to this. Oh, I did forgot I could do that.
Yeah, I think we've been off Last of Us for a few weeks now.
Yeah, because we did Dead by Daylight, and then we didn't really do anything for a week or so there where you were sick.
Yep.
You got sick just to avoid these. I know. It's okay. See how it is. But we're getting to the finish line, Robert. We're getting to the finish line.
Yeah, we're
and then we're
past
going to do it again. No, in the future, I might do like a challenge run. Try to do this on the hardest difficulty. No
Good luck
permadeath,
with
but... But no, I think Dying Light could be a cool stream to do just because that's something we could both play.
You okay?
Yeah, I'll look into it. I've never played it. Really know what it
It's
is,
hardcore.
but
It's hardcore parkour.
yeah, I do like.
But no,
hardcore
it's basically just like a first-person open world parkour zombie game.
Sounds very fun.
Do you remember Dead Island back in the day?
Yes.
It's the better version of that.
Closer to your tall building.
Oh, cool.
It's even the same team.
All right then.
And you can check, but I think it's like $6 on PlayStation right now. If you don't mind the digital copy.
Yeah, I could probably get on that.
Graphics look really bad down there.
What if I just fell right there? Game over, man. Game over.
We're gonna have to do a little zigzagging. How long have you two been on the run for?
I think that's the first logical, like, scrap that I found. Oh, of course, there's scissors in the kitchen.
Just away.
Also, here in about 10 or so minutes, I'm going to have to take a slight break because my dinner will be here.
Kill a little boy because he shaved his head.
I wasn't allowed. It's a rule. I broke it.
Jeez. So why'd you do it?
I don't know.
Pretty punk rock of you.
Punk rock?
I get the impression you don't follow most rules.
I guess so.
Right now we're getting a bit of Liv's backstory. It is fucked up cult.
I like that it's not just straight up like, oh, it's because I'm this. It's, I did this, but you can tell it's an allegory for something else.
Yeah.
Which people still think it was Abby. It's really funny.
Oh, God.
You can tell they didn't watch or play the game.
There are still people who don't know. Like, I have seen people bitch about it, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, at that point you don't even get to complain because I know you haven't played or looked at this.
Yeah.
I think the code for that safe is up in another room in this apartment. That is not... I didn't pick up anything, did I? I didn't pick these up in that room, so I shouldn't have the... I don't want to go there yet. I don't want to miss out on that safe. Whoa! Stairs
That's
missing.
Yeah. And I know it's a touchy subject for some people, but you know, I like Lev. He identifies as a boy and he shaved his head, and that's about as far as they go into it. Not preachy. I never felt like the game just stopped to do this other thing. It's just the character and part of the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Liv's all right.
Yeah. Well, as you've just stuck before, I like Lev. I like Lev and Abby's relationship. The one thing that hurts it is there's a lot they have to cover in just a couple of days. Because obviously we're mirroring Joel and Ellie from the first game, and obviously this isn't going to have half the emotional weight that had, because that had a whole game that spanned a whole year for that relationship. This is just a couple days, so it does it as well as it can, but obviously it's not going to be nearly as investing as that relationship is. But
Oh
I still
wait,
think okay.
combo is our apartment number and then your apartment number. Okay. I hate when they ask me to memorize shit. Do I look like somebody with a memory? So they are 302. I guess 302, 301?
Strap in. This will be the next 20 minutes.
Wait, no, 301. So it'd be 3.
There you go.
This will not be the next 20 minutes. Fuck you. 3013.
Wait, I thought it was 302, 301.
Oh wait, so 302 301?
I believe so.
You were wrong.
Okay. or is it 301, 302?
I think it might be 301 302. So let's try.
I'm
You
just
bastard.
repeating what you was saying.
That is not what I said. You can't prove it. 301, so 13. And then 2. What?
Oh yeah, then I don't know what it is.
Wait. The girl next door, we're Sam and James. We live in 302. Don't know anybody else who's still here. Okay, so Sam lives in 302 and Julia lives in 301. Our apartment number, then your apartment number. Sam. Wait. Next door. But wait. 304. Because this would be next door, right?
Okay, so we're looking at 302, 304.
302, 304. See, this only took 5 minutes. Fuck you.
Well, let's see if it works. Don't get too cocky.
Never tell me the odds. 302 2304. See, I figured it out.
We did it.
I is educated.
Interesting.
Just remember that if you die soon, you're gonna have to do this all over again.
Yeah, but we know the code already. Just remember it, Robert.
Remember.
You must try, Robert. Try. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here.
How long has it been since you last watched Haunting of Hill House? Is it something you binged like a couple times?
I have seen
Like,
it
a couple
twice.
years ago.
Once by myself a while ago, and then I showed it to my buddy. When is the last time?
Because it comes out in 2018.
And I know I don't watch it for the first time until way later. That's the nice thing about Letterboxd. I have exact dates. So the last time I watched it was October of 2020 or May of 2023.
Good.
So it has been about a
So
year.
that's pretty recently.
Yeah. But I actually managed to snag it on Blu-ray.
Oh, nice. I forgot that one had a Blu-ray release.
Yeah, I might watch it that way just to compare it to like the Netflix streams.
Since forever.
You're good with it.
But I finished Nightfall today. Another review that you're backing out of, you coward.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good.
So you guys are just doing the prelude tomorrow, and then are we doing the rest of Nightfall, like for an extra view?
You want to cover all of Nightfall in one video?
No, I'm just asking. I mean, you were
No.
doing the prelude tomorrow.
No, so the idea is to kind of spread it out, but so the way that Noah and I, or at least I have access to it, is they did like a new recollection that's 9 trades.
Mhm.
And kind of like how we're doing Aliens, just every once in a while we'll do another trade to spread it out because that story is so fucking long. Oh. I think we want to tackle the first trade of that Nightwing series from the 90s, the Dixon one.
Okay.
I think that's the next one we were talking about. Let's see if they'll break the glass for me. Look at that, they will. Lev, kill the other one. Or just stand there like a useless idiot.
Teamwork.
Oh, now you can kill one. Oh, God.
There's a big boy in there.
No. Wait.
You may not have thought this through.
I did not.
I did not.
Fuck.
Does Abby have any traps, or are you pretty low on stuff?
We will see. Okay.
Owen, wake up!
That would be a pretty good area to plant a mine or two if you had them.
No. Wait. This is the thing I hate about this game. It's just make them all one cinematic that I can skip. Why do I have to do this 6 times?
Your friends are wolves too.
First, we got a safe to get.
Alright, but this is where I am going to take a quick break. My food is here. It'll only take me about 5 or so minutes to scarf it down. I will be right back.
Yeah, right. And we're back.
You fucking what, Noah? We're back. Why can't I hear you now? There we go.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Now I can hear you. I forgot I turned my headset off.
What are you, stupid?
Yeah.
One of the best surgeons in Seattle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, let's try this again.
The man?
Owen.
No. Owen. Abby.
And the dog's Alice.
I don't like dogs.
How's it going, Noah?
How do we get to the really tall buildings? The
Robert is heard.
Path ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta deal with this guy.
The road starts at the edge of the
Yeah.
rushing water. You get us there, and I can take over.
These bridges
Taking
are really gonna
fellas.
get us over the rapids?
Not a lot. We were just talking. We're getting close to the ending and deciding
Yes.
what we're gonna do next. We gotta keep the we gotta keep the Thursday night tradition alive
Okay.
until I annoy the piss out of Robert. It'll happen.
Wolf, there it is. That's the building we need to get to.
God, that's a big
I see
building.
it.
What happens if we can't get inside in 10 minutes?
She'll have to try to do the surgery.
Noah,
but
have you
Owen
seen
has
that Haunting on Hill House, or do you still need to watch it?
That
The
wouldn't be
review coming up.
Do you think she'll make it?
I don't remember if you've seen it
good.
yet.
Get the supplies. Yeah, she'll have a good shot.
Look, we're in a barbershop.
We might just jump into the first one so it feels like we're playing until the end of time.
Not 8.
You're
Yeah.
the size of an 8-year-old.
Do
Maybe by the time we're done with that, they'll announce 3, so we can just jump into 3. No, that won't probably.
Well, they'll announce it and then it'll come out like 5 years later.
Pressure built up in the
Whoa,
muscles.
shit.
Blood
Oh boy. Oh dear.
tissue. Kind of like the skin
I love how
inside.
it
Jump!
has no question and he's just completely ignoring me.
There's probably lag in the chat. Because I said that we were debating what we were going to do before you said that. Yeah, see? Patience, Robert. He said he'll be watching it for the first time.
Nice. Yeah, I'm 2 episodes in and I'm liking it.
You must be
Very good.
excited to get to Midnight Mass.
Yeah, that's like at the top of the list, and now it's like, oh, I got all this other like Flanagan stuff I need to watch before I get to that. But that's definitely at the top of my list.
Well, so what I figured we'd do, because this will be our second Flanagan review, we'll do one more commentary, since we're doing movie review commentary. Then we'll do the Midnight Mass review and maybe cap that as the end of our Flanagan series for now.
Do we want to do a commentary on Gerald's game, or would you rather do a review of that at some point?
We could do a commentary on that, and then we can always go back if need be. Fuck.
You know, when you're jumping, sometimes the running starts.
I know how to jump.
Like we could also do his Ouija prequel for a commentary, but yeah,
That's true. That's pretty good.
I've heard it's good. I've heard it's good.
It is pretty good.
Don't say a word. One word.
I was shocked. That's when I was like, okay, yeah, this guy gets it. Like, I'm stuck with this Ouija bullshit, but
Yeah. You think we're gonna see a lot of scars?
I am. Robert's flaking on us.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to
You gonna
be
okay if
available
we do?
tomorrow.
I was yes.
You bastard.
Yeah, but those guys.
Your
I'm gonna be available
Fridays-
for the-
Your
Nice.
Fridays belong to us.
I'll be here next week.
Uh-huh.
So, did you remember the combination?
302, 304.
We shall see.
Did you remember the combination?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
You're full of shit, too.
Mm, that's half true, Noah. I hate one of you guys, but I'm not gonna say which one.
We
You
all
guys have to
know.
Figure that out.
It's okay. I prove you wrong on a weekly basis. It's okay.
Do you though?
I do. Fuck, where? Oh yeah,
You
the
looking-
fire escape. Oh yeah, I gotta smash this window. There we go.
Watch the glass.
Have you even played this game before?
No, what's a video game? I have officially started back using my personal Twitch channel. So I'm going to be
Ooh,
making
nice.
Let's Plays of games that I don't fit either channel.
Nice.
Yeah, because like there's all these other games where I'm like, oh, I'd really like to play this, but it's hard to prioritize like older games over newer games that are coming out. But I always do for like this channel and Gotham City Bulletin. So I'm gonna start. I've spent like 4 hours last night modding fucking Knights of the Old Republic to replay it.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
I was gonna watch both Dune movies last night, but I ran out of time after the first one because that movie never fucking ends. I was hoping I'd like it more on a second viewing, but spoiler alert, I didn't.
How long have you two been on the run for?
Yeah, still like it.
It's not
Kinda gets
bad.
slow.
I don't know.
It's not bad. It's just he
Away.
went about it all wrong. You can't turn one plot point into a 2-hour movie, almost 3-hour movie.
You
Eh,
want to kill a little boy because he shaved his head.
I don't know, there's a lot of setup, a lot of characters. You gotta spend quite a bit of time with.
Jeez. So why'd you do it?
I don't know.
Yeah, but the problem is that ruins your pacing. Pacing is important, Robert.
I get the impression you don't follow
I like slow movies, unlike you.
Oh,
I guess so.
is it because you're
Uh,
slow?
Maybe. But like even compared to the Lynch movie, though, I mean, you get like Jason Momoa as Duncan Idaho. I like him a lot, and then in the Lynch movie, that's like a nothing character who's introduced in one scene and then die. Like, and I haven't read the book. I just assume that there are characters that just you get more time with in the new movies that are fleshed out more.
Yeah,
That
the
the
Lynch
Lynch movie
version is
had
still
that.
better.
Eh.
302, 304. At least for the part that Dune Part 1 is adapting, the Lynch movie is better.
I'm not gonna strongly disagree with that. There are just certain characters that I think I prefer in the Villeneuve version.
No.
Oh, so you prefer Lynch's Duncan Idaho?
I mean, I didn't really care about Duncan Idaho in the first place. That's a stupid name and a stupid character. No, if I remember, you've seen Dune Part 2, right?
Yeah, I think his. And Dune Part 2 is better. Dune Part 2 is good.
No, that's what I've heard. But minor spoilers for the book, I guess. If I remember correctly in the book, he is temporarily turned to working for the Harkonians, or not the Harkonians. Whoever it is that killed, Paul's father and shit. But when he realizes that Paul's still alive, he just becomes another
How long you been
member of the resistance. Like,
Bro,
if I was Lynch, yeah, that's a character I would just kill off and not bring back.
you should have seen Yara.
Wait, are you thinking about Gurney?
Maybe. It's been a minute. I've read a few books since I read Dude, to be fair. And the second half of that book also is a little bit weaker. Hang on a second. I hate to do this after I just went right back, but I'll be right back.
Yeah, Doom Part 1 is pretty good. Doom Part 2 is great. And I understand preferring the Lynch movie, but uh, they both have different pacing issues. Like the Villeneuve's Part 1 is slow, but Lynch's one is just it's incoherent. It's incoherent. It's haphazard. Like you need a familiarity with the source material, or else it's so confusing. So like I get preferring it, but it's not well structured. Yeah, I like Gurney more. Josh Brolin's Gurney's great, and I also like Patrick Stewart in the Lynch movie. Yeah, I'm on the same page. Noah, like, yeah, Villeneuve's Part 1 is slow and it's all set up, but at least you can follow what's going on. And then the Lynch movie, would, just like you said, other than being incoherent, I still think it's pretty good for the first half. Really falls apart when you get to the last act, where it rushes through the end of that story so hard. I'd like to see that assembled 3-hour cut at some point, though, of the Lynch version. Like, I would like to see a longer cut. It's just not easily available, and it wasn't done by Lynch since he completely disowned it and wasn't involved with it. Yeah, I feel like the weirder stuff I understand preferring the Lynch version, but you also get a lot more of that in Part 2.
Yeah, because the Lynch version is better.
Eh. Well, I was just saying to Noah, like, yeah, the Villeneuve one is slow, but at least I understand what's happening. The Lynch one is
It's not that
poorly
hard to
paced, just
understand.
it's that opening exposition dump is so bad.
That's
Like,
fine.
it's very you can only follow that movie if you have like a familiarity with the source material, but it's a lot of the Lynch one's pretty incoherent.
Fine.
But if
It's
you're
all
going in
fine.
blind, you have no idea what's going on.
And also, at least Dune Part 1 just looks so flat. Like, I wish he'd gotten more stylized with it.
I don't know, the visual effects are still pretty fantastic. Everything's pretty seamless. But
They're fine, but I mean, it's
creative.
objectively a bland-looking movie.
I don't know if you can say something's objectively bland. I wouldn't call it bland. Just, it's focused. It's simple. It's not.
What does that
trying
have
to wow you with weirdness? I don't know if you can call something objectively bland.
There's little to no color in that first movie.
No, there's plenty of color. Like, you get gray, you get some green, you get a lot of brown.
Oh, for the...
But, like, you do get that clear contrast between, like, Paul's planet and then Arrakis.
Okay, but you cannot sit there and tell me that it does not look like a generic sci-fi movie. Because it does. They didn't fall for the bait. That's sad. I blame you, Robert. So I'm gonna use an example because I saw the like first 10 minutes of it. The eclipse scene in part 1 of part 2 of Dune at the beginning?
Yeah, it looks incredible.
That has actual color to it. That's how the whole movie should look. Or something closer to that.
I don't think you understand what the definition of the word color is.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah, like, it is more stylized. Like, I do agree.
Yeah, because Dune is a stylized story.
Yeah, but for the story they're telling, I think it's all communicated and done well. But like I said, I do prefer part 2.
Yeah, I still gotta see part 2. I'm just saying, like, if any other movie came out and looked like that, people would be like, oh, it looks so ugly. It's so bland looking.
Okay, well, do you consider the Batman bland? Like, that's a very gray, darkly lit movie, but I think it looks gorgeous.
Are you really comparing the Batman cinematography to Dune's? Because Batman wins any time of the week.
They're both good-looking movies. And they both have very similar color palette.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
And they both have the same cinematographers, so I think it's fair to compare the two.
Okay. I'm going to send you two screenshots. One is apparently from Dune Part 2, and one is from Dune 1. I want you to tell me which one looks better.
So you're gonna send me two completely separate screenshots from completely separate context.
Why?
I mean, I can still complain that the first part isn't stylized like it should have been.
Wait, what am I even supposed to be looking at?
Okay, do you see how one looks boring and flat and the other is colorful?
I don't get it. The first picture is from part 2, and the second picture is from part 1, completely.
Is it? That looks like from the. That looks like from the part 1 scene. Okay.
No, it's from
but the
part
second
1.
the second one is what I want from a Dune movie. Is my point.
Okay, so you want one that looks orange, not one that looks like more of a natural desert brown.
It shouldn't look real. It's a sci-fi movie. Make it look stylized.
Okay, fine.
I'm just using that as an example. It doesn't have to be like just an orange tint on the movie.
I'll share those with Noah later because they made me laugh how you said. I was just so confused. I'm like, wait, that's a picture from part 2, and the second picture is a color graded.
Anyway, do you remember where we're going from? Do you remember where we're supposed to go from here?
Have you gotten the safe yet?
Oh, we're way past that. I mean, why aren't you paying attention?
Because had me look up stupid photos and try to decipher your brain.
Okay, I figured it out.
Well, we've officially made progress. Good job on wiping out this infected.
Yeah, all it took was a pipe bomb.
Yeah, which was my idea. You're welcome.
No, you said a trap. A pipe bomb isn't a trap.
You used it like a trap.
God damn it. I don't know.
Isn't he a wolf?
There are thousands of us.
So back to Hunting of Hell House. Now that I have more of an idea of what it actually is.
Sure.
Do you like that it's like evenly split between the present and the past? Like, I guess I had an idea of that going in, but I didn't know, like, oh, we're gonna be jumping back and forth like constantly with these characters as kids and characters as adults. It's non-lit. I get again similar to Oculus and how non-linear it is, and how it feels like an
I
expansion.
told
on
you
that
guys,
concept.
Oculus feels like a prototype for that show.
And the jumping back and forth works for you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's working for me, but I'm only 2 episodes in, so I still don't know where it's.
No, I think that show is a masterpiece. No, I'm gonna be watching The World Is Not Enough tonight for my Bond watch through. That was my first Bond movie. I have a soft spot for that movie.
It's totally fine. It's not one of my favorites, but it's okay.
I don't know if it's my favorite one of my favorites anymore now that I've seen some classic Bond. But yeah, you know, it's nostalgic, and Brosnan is my favorite Bond. I just wish he was in better movies.
Yeah, I like his first 2.
I like his first one. That's GoldenEye, right?
Yeah, GoldenEye's good.
What's his second one? I've never been sure the order.
The second one is Tomorrow Never Dies.
Okay, I gotta rewatch that one. But I like Goldfinger or GoldenEye a lot, and I have a
nostalgic for it.
soft spot for World Is Not Enough. I even have the video game. No, mine
Okay.
was Skyfall, which probably is still my favorite. It's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one to start with.
I go back and forth between that and Casino Royale as my favorite movie.
Yeah, like Tomorrow Never Dies is a step down from GoldenEye, but I'm still a pretty big apologist for it because it's got Michelle Yeoh as one of my favorite Bond girls. She's awesome, and Jonathan Pryce is hilarious and hamming it up as the villain. So with those two, it does a lot for me. I enjoy that one quite a bit.
Okay.
Here we are.
Robert, here we are.
How much higher are we going?
We made it.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yes.
Prediction. When do you think our next checkpoint will be?
I have to assume it's when we get to the hospital. Why?
I'm guessing it's after the bridge.
Which should be the hospital, right?
I don't remember if there's much distance between that sequence and the actual hospital. I don't remember.
Okay. No, I legitimately don't remember either.
But yeah, around that, I think is our next checkpoint. But I think we're gonna have some Seraphites to deal with first, so watch out.
Okay. Noah, you're making me want to get back to my Bond watch through, but then I'd have to figure out where the hell I left off.
Yeah, when are we starting our Bond channel?
When Austin is no longer a member of Geek Pollution.
How do we not find
Ah,
him?
so we just got to get him fired from that.
Never look up.
Yeah, because we can't do. Out of all the channel ideas we've thrown around, that is the one we can't do without Austin.
We'll find
That's
a way
true.
around you.
Maybe you should stop saying we.
I think he's read the books too.
I don't know if he's read them, but I know he knows about them. And honestly, my contribution to be that to a Bond channel would be like, yeah, I enjoyed watching this. Like, I like Bond, but I'm not passionate about Bond like I am like Batman or Spider-Man. And we've discovered that we cannot start a Spider-Man channel. That would be Civil War 3.
Yeah, passionate's a pretty strong word, but I do like Bond. I do like Bond a lot. I am a big Bond guy.
Ah! Got him.
Murder.
Witch. You can't stop.
That's all you got. I think you could have said
Yeah.
something better if your final words.
No, that would be my contribution as well.
Let me help.
I got it.
So right now I'm going to be running three different games on my personal channel.
They called me.
Fallout, Knights of the Old Republic, and then I'm revisiting Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
Ask me about it?
Web of Shadows is so fucking good, I've forgotten.
Nice.
I think that's still my pick for best Spider-Man game.
And I've still never played any Fallout games, so is that not horror adjacent enough to qualify for Haven of Horror?
It's
Is
like
it too
that.
lighthearted?
It's like that thin line because you've got the monsters and those dark ideas.
Hmm.
I've streamed a little bit of it to the channel, but I was like, maybe one day. Like, I don't even know if I'd count the show because the show doesn't have a lot of the monsters in it anyway. My Scream Factory order came today, so I'm gonna do an unboxing video this weekend. I
Ooh,
spent
nice.
maybe a little too much at Scream Factory. But it's like all of our 4Ks are half off. So I now have all of the Chucky movies on 4K.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch Peak Cinema, aka Seed of Chucky.
Yeah. Is any of the show out on 4K yet, or do they just do standard Blu-ray releases of that?
Chucky TV show 4K. It looks like it's just Blu-ray.
Maybe when the show is done, they'll do a 4K box set.
Maybe. I know. I don't think even like Ash vs. Evil Dead is not on 4K. I just have the Blu-rays with that Groovy collection.
Oh, I thought those were on 4K for the Groovy, but it's just the Blu-rays.
Yeah, it's just Blu-rays. The movies are in 4K, not the show. Seed of Chucky does have the greatest shot in all of cinema. It does. We got to do some Child's Play on the channel soon. I don't think we've done any of them. And I love that little redheaded bastard.
Chucky's great.
Have you seen all of them?
Yes, I've seen all the movies and the first season of the show.
Seed of Chucky is your favorite, right?
That's not my favorite, but I do like it.
It's the best one.
It's... Nah, I wouldn't go that far, but it's too weird for some people. But
No, it's the best one.
The comedy's hit or miss.
Say it! No.
There's some dated comedy, like, you're trying a little too hard.
No, my favorite is Child's Play 2.
2 is great. Bride of Chucky's great.
Bride is good. That one I think is aged worse than Seed, though.
It's definitely dated. Like, it's
Where
very
the
clearly
fuck
on its
am I
time.
going?
You gotta go up. Gotta go the higher direction.
No, it says that say the Chucky show probably won't come to 4K physically. Not a lot of shows get 4K releases. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I don't see a lot of shows. Like, the only one I could think of that got a 4K release is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that was a big one.
I'm like, who cares? I thought I came from this way. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, I guess I didn't. The real question, Robert, is when are we starting our Game of Thrones channel?
I'm down.
We
I
should just
feel
start a...
All this. Perfect.
We should just start a channel on something around something that like none of us actually likes.
What's
the,
impressive?
Or-
Awesome.
the Twilight Saga.
Yeah, what are we-
Twilight Saga channel.
Well, but Noah would get too excited about that.
Oh. What about 50 Shades of Grey? Is he a 50 Shades of Grey guy?
Oh, he's the biggest 50 Shades of Grey fan.
Oh, okay.
It's really weird. Sometimes he just won't shut up about it. I'm waiting for him to hear us in the chat. Oh yeah, The Last of Us is also on 4K because
Yeah.
I bought the 4K for that.
Yeah, any big HBO show, you can assume is going to get a 4K release.
Yeah, but not Peacemaker. Fuck you.
That's
Fuck
right.
you, Max. No, I deny these allegations. You don't deny it. You know it to be true.
Noah, check your Discord. I just sent you something funny. So, we're climbing.
Climbing. Just keep climbing.
Got more Seraphites in this area, I believe.
I relate to Abby because this whole section is a big fuck no.
Yeah, this is nope. There's a whole lot of nope.
I don't like heights. I don't like them.
Yeah, like heights. Don't vibe with them. These guys sound reasonable. Just try talking to them.
They kind of remind me of the evil monks in Resident Evil 4.
I'll take your word for that.
Shit. No. Wait. Can we talk about this? Whoa.
To your left.
I asked to talk about it.
On me. Hurry.
Up. How do we get up from here? Here we go. Move!
Nice.
She's running.
Shit!
Behind you. Get some cover.
What?
Damn.
I was behind.
You took a lot of bullets, dude.
Okay, but I was also behind cover. Oh. That's such shit.
Your friends are wolves too?
Yeah. We were lucky Mel was there. She's one of the best surgeons in Seattle.
I just want to point out this is a cursed stream. This is our 13th The Last of Us stream.
The man?
That's true.
Owen.
Weirdly enough, despite it being one of HBO's most popular shows recently, Succession only got a DVD release.
Damn.
What?
Not even Blu-ray.
I didn't think anybody but Disney still put out DVD-only releases.
These bridges are really gonna get us over the rapids?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yes.
In just a couple hours?
I'm not lying.
Okay.
Noah, when are you gonna watch The Last of Us show so you can be like us and be a cool kid?
There it is.
Good question. Yeah, that Succession
Building you need to get to.
thing
Okay.
only really makes sense to me in that, like, the target audience
Happens if you can't get
for that
this.
show who doesn't have HBO, like, probably be adults
She'll have to try to do the surgery.
somewhere,
Owen.
like, who still do DVDs, but, like, you'd think that would also be on Blu-ray. That's really
That
shocking.
wouldn't be good.
Do you think she'll make it?
To get the
Because
supplies.
DVD does still sell really well
Have
in
a
certain
good shot.
areas. It wasn't
Keep out of the
completely
water.
replaced
These
by
rapids will
Blu-ray and
rip you
4K.
away.
I know.
As it should have been.
You know how to swim, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a
But I'm not
cheaper
gonna follow it.
alternative.
I like that coffee.
I mean, at this point, Blu-ray could be the cheaper alternative.
See if we can
I
get
don't
to the top of
disagree.
this building. You've been to these sky bridges before, right?
Yeah.
It is insane to me that DVD has lasted as long as it has.
I don't know.
You gonna be okay?
As long as physical media sticks around, DVD
Yeah,
probably
Those
will.
guys were hunting you.
I mean, people said that about VHS tapes 20 years ago.
No, well, that's not true. Like, it's a completely different format.
I'm just saying that at some
And
point the old one has to be phased out for the new one.
that hasn't been proven to true. I just said, like, as long as physical media is a thing, DVD will be. But where we're transitioning is digital, the streaming completely, and that wasn't even remotely like a possibility, or no one saw that coming as the future 20 years ago.
Well, we're comparing two different things. I'm just saying that the actual DVD itself should have at this point gone the way of the VHS, and Blu-ray should be the new base format.
Yeah, I agree.
It'd be fun if it's just obvious. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Noah. Is at this point we have 4K. Blu-ray should be dirt cheap, and DVD should just be gone.
But there's not an insignificant amount of people out there
Sure.
who have DVD players that never upgraded.
Getting closer to your
They'd
small
upgrade if
building.
DVD stopped being made.
Maybe.
The rapids look really bad down
I
there.
think the biggest problem, at least with 4K, is nobody makes players for it. At least not one that like people can afford.
We're gonna have to do a little zigzag.
Mm.
I have a digital PS5, so I spend an ungodly amount on a proper 4K player.
2 days.
Where were you headed?
I don't know. Just away.
What the hell did you do?
I shaved my
Let's just put it this way: the $500 PS5 or Xbox
Head.
is your cheapest way to get a 4K
It's the
player.
rule.
Yes.
Broke it.
So why'd you do it?
I don't know.
And I used when I had an Xbox, I used my Xbox as a player for a while. It sucks
You
ass.
don't follow most rules.
Mm.
I guess so.
$304, $302. Wait, 302.
I think it was 302, 304.
Yeah, it's 302.
All right.
So have you
Yeah.
watched anything interesting recently?
The last 4 films that I watched, me and my buddy we do movie nights every Monday, movie or shows. We just came off of watching Dragon Ball Z, so now we're kind of in a movie phase.
Oh, nice.
So I convinced him that I want him over on Edgar Wright with Shaun of the Dead. Then we watched Tremors. I watched Starship Troopers on my own. Which was good, but it's not as good as his other 2 big American movies.
RoboCop and
Total Recall. Come on now.
yeah, they're all good.
No, yeah, they are.
For me to pick favorite.
And then, of course, I watched Mid Part 1.
Cool.
It's not mid.
How long you been
It
doing
is.
that thing?
It is mid.
That production design is not mid, sir.
You should
I
have
don't think you understand.
Sorry, I couldn't tell over how bland everything looks.
It's not bland. It's telling the story in a focused, straightforward way, in an efficient way. But you can see the money on screen.
Yeah, call me when he learns how to put some color in his movies.
That's just not true. Are you colorblind, sir?
It's not true that you should call me when he puts color in his movies.
You just said you liked the eclipse scene at the opening of part 2, and it looks that
Yeah, and the
way
rest of the
for a
movie should look
specific
closer to
part.
that.
You get a lot of variety in how that movie looks.
Well, and I'm also talking about part 1, to be fair.
Like I said,
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
That was at least a funny death.
I blame you for that.
I'll take it. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite of those 3 is. They're all great.
It's RoboCop for me. I have seen Blade 2049.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, that's a colorful, beautiful looking movie.
Yeah, if only Dune was more colorful.
Yeah, but the whole thing's in a desert. It looks like a desert. It's well photographed.
Well, thank God that nobody's ever made a movie in the desert that looks visually interesting.
I think it does.
Hey. What?
The best movie I've seen from Villeneuve, though, is probably Prisoners.
I love Prisoners.
I did. I like it better than the original, but I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah. We were lucky Mel was there. She's one of the best surgeons in Seattle.
Mel.
There's your hot take with subjects for the day. Blade Runner, whatever the original is called, is boring.
How do we get to the river?
Never. I'd fall asleep halfway through the first one.
Path ahead kicks out toward downtown.
The route starts at
But
the
that's
edge
a
of the rushing
colorful
water.
movie that's
Get us there
visually
if we can take
dazzling.
over.
Yeah, it's also boring as shit.
These
Not
bridges are
enough
really gonna get us
explosions
over
for
the
you?
rapids?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All of
I mean, it's not my favorite. I'm not
Yes.
like a big Blade Runner guy.
In
It's a good
just
movie.
a
I like the
couple
first movie,
hours.
but I do prefer
I'm not
2049.
Okay.
It has a more engaging story for me.
Wolf, there it is.
Yeah, well, with the Blade Runner channel, we have the movies to cover. I think there's a new movie they're working on. There's also a new show.
She'll have to try
There's
to
also
be
that
as socially
anime
quick
show
Owen
that
has
came and
been.
went, and there's a book,
It's not-
so we could mine
That
some
wouldn't be
stuff
good.
out of that for a while.
Do you think
Oh, I
we
didn't
should-
realize that wasn't a hot take. Well, it's good. I'm not in the minority for
Have one
once.
shot.
Yeah, I like both movies, but I think 2049 is a stronger story for me.
They're not. 2049 is better. A movie being boring means that it's bad.
No, I don't find it boring.
I didn't say you did. But it is.
Keep out of the water. These rapids will rip you away.
I know.
You know
Did
how
you
to
say you
swim,
think it's
right?
objectively boring?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fall in.
No, because people like it. They're just wrong.
How dare people like things that you don't like?
Yeah, I know. Those bastards. I gotta
Yeah,
watch
exactly.
what?
Yeah, I'll
Watch-
just make you watch it over and over again until you get it.
No, I've seen Blade Runner. What the fuck are you talking about? Noah's dementia is hitting him.
See if we can get to the top of this building.
Yeah,
You've
I
been to the
saw
sky bridges before, right?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes a couple weeks
Think we're gonna
ago.
see
That
a
was
lot of
pretty
stars?
good.
Was it
And
a
I just
lovely
saw-
day?
I don't know.
Or a wonderful day?
You gonna be okay if we do?
I was
That's the
yesterday.
right one.
Yeah, but those guys were hunting you.
Yeah,
I had to stop and think about it for a second.
so that's the wrong quote, John.
In my defense, I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And then I watched the Fall Guy, which was okay.
I'm gonna try to watch Challengers this weekend, I think.
I heard that was pretty good. I never got around to it. It's also I've heard it's extremely mismarketed.
That's what I've heard too.
Like I just something about the way they did those trailers, the way they were trying to sell the movie, I've heard is really not accurate.
Well, my
to
one
what it
friend,
actually is.
one friend in another like Discord that I'm in was talking about it. And he was like, "Yeah, they're straight up putting like gangbangs in their movies now." And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that is not the plot of Challengers.
From what I've heard, that is not a movie.
I watched
But
Fury
one of
Road for the first time and it was awesome. That movie is also
Yeah.
kind of meh.
I love it. It's a masterpiece.
No.
Yeah, I mean it's like cool that it didn't do it for you. I love the movie. And I'm getting ready to see Fury Road this week. Yeah, looking forward to it. Or,
You're gonna watch Fury Road again?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, because it's a great movie. It's a great, colorful movie with amazing action scenes.
Oh, so wait a minute. So you're saying that there's a movie in a desert setting that doesn't look bland and actually has style to it?
Tall building.
Yeah, it's a very stylized, over-the-top, colorful movie. And Dune is a very pretty-looking movie, just in a different way. But it doesn't look bland.
We're gonna have to
I think by its nature, deserts look pretty fucking bland.
How long have you two been on the run for?
2 days.
Sounds like a you problem.
I don't know.
I mean,
Away.
I want that should be like a pulpy sci-fi thing. I want it to look like a pulpy sci-fi thing.
They want to kill a little boy.
It's
by
not really
shoot
the
his head.
tone it's going for. It sounds like you just want it to be a different thing.
I broke it.
It's a political thriller.
So why'd you do it?
Yeah, set in a pulpy sci-fi world,
Pretty punk rock of you.
or at least it should be.
I get the impression you don't follow most rules.
Yeah, because how dare a filmmaker not share your vision for it?
I mean, if they don't share my vision, that's fine, but the source material is the source material. You could at least try to capture some of that.
Except, I think they pulled it off, and I think part 2 is better.
I can't argue about part 2 yet. No, wait. Damn it. I am definitely curious about Furiosa. I hope it has an actual story this time.
I mean, Fury Road has a story, unless you just weren't paying attention. It's story through action.
I did it.
Very paper thin story through action.
Nice.
It's got a story. It's about redemption, revenge. It's got
And
a
admittedly,
story.
I mean, I can't really argue on that because I haven't seen that movie in like 10 years.
Yeah. And then well, we got Maxine coming out like first weekend.
That
of the
movie's gonna
month.
be so
Really
fucking
looking
good.
forward to it.
Hell yeah.
Probably my most anticipated of the summer. There's not a lot of like big summer movies this summer.
How long you been using that?
But I'll
We
be there for
should.
Maxine.
If Maxine is coming out in July, then we need to try to plan to do like X and Pearl around then.
Senora.
That's true. Did you review those, or did they?
We
just
haven't
make
done
your
anything.
best of list?
We can be cruel.
I think X made my best of list.
Well, she wasn't wrong.
I'm scared for her.
Why?
Blame her for what I did.
That could be a fun commentary night. Doing a double feature of those.
Yeah, I'd be down. That double feature we did was really fun, except it was 6 hours. And somebody decided to get sick.
Yeah, I was still there in the chat. I was there
Yeah,
in
I know.
spirit. Yeah, and watching that extended cut of a Doctor Sleep, there wasn't like it's just a longer version of the movie. I need to watch it again on my own, but I think at least based on that viewing of it, I probably prefer the theatrical version. Like it's just tighter. But the 3-hour cut is still good, but I need to watch it again just on my own.
Get ready.
Oh my god, blew up left.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
God damn it.
did it. Yeah. Oh boy, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get actual progress. This will be the one.
Hey, Owen, wake up!
I have a Discord notification.
What?
You steal my keys?
Sorry.
Can I talk to you?
Talk?
Why are you doing this? Look, she just showed up.
Okay.
I don't think she knows about last night.
I don't need to hear that again.
But yeah, Maxine's gonna be awesome.
Friends are
Open
wolves, too.
delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like Pearl as much, but it was still good.
We were lucky Mel was there. She's one of the best surgeons in Seattle.
Mel. And what's his name?
We could have a great
Oh.
horror trilogy on our hands. We shall see.
We
How
could.
do we get to the really tall buildings? The bridges
I
There's
hope he
not a
stops
lot
there,
of-
because he's already talking about doing a 4th one.
The route starts at the edge of the Russian wall.
Yeah.
I can only think of one really, like, great horror trilogy.
These bridges are really gonna get us over the rapids?
Yeah.
What comes to your mind?
Evil Dead.
Yes.
Well, of course, but that's such a
Just a
bigger
couple
franchise
hours.
around that.
I'm not
But
wrong.
it definitely is still.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still a
Counts as a
trilogy, and the other movies don't count.
Yeah. Well, I agree that it's still a trilogy. It's still a weird trilogy, though. It's when the second one's like half a remake of the first one.
Well,
Like
there
it's
It's like
still
10 minutes a remake.
that's the building we need to get to.
or 20.
I see it.
I'd have to clock it.
What happens if we can't get
Because
this?
they blitz through that first part.
That's true.
She'll have to try to do the surgery with what Owen has around.
Well, it's always funny to me watching behind the scenes when I hear them
That wouldn't
refer
be
to
good.
it as a recap, because
To make it?
like that was the intention to make it, but like it doesn't play like a recap to me. It just plays as a reset. Like
Out of the water.
I don't consider the
These
first
rapids will
movie
rip you
canon
away.
what I'm watching.
I know.
Yeah, but it has to be now, because they brought it into the show.
That's
I'm
true.
not gonna fall in.
Well, that shows
Fair
that
confidence.
series has never been known for its tight continuity. It's fine.
True.
You know, when you're jumping, sometimes a running start.
And I think we've talked about this before, but the recap could have been longer because like they shot a whole scene where Ash burns the book again, like he does in the first one.
See if we
But
can
they
get to the
cut
top of this
that.
building.
So it could have been even
You've been to
longer.
these sky bridges before,
That's
right?
crazy.
Which I never noticed before for the longest time. I never realized,
Scars?
oh yeah, the book
Say
just
it, please.
disappears in Evil Dead 2, and it's just
Mhm.
gone
You gonna be okay?
after the opening. Like, I never
It was
noticed that.
yesterday.
That, oh yeah, it
Yeah,
just
but
vanishes from
Those
that
guys
movie.
were hunting you.
They're all hunting us.
Yeah, I never thought about that until you pointed it out.
Because the characters that come and bring the pages, and then that becomes the MacGuffin. So it's like the pages are what's focused on, but the book itself's just gone.
Watch the glass.
Well, I don't think he ever has. Yeah, and he never really has the book. Because even like the recap, he just plays it off of that recorder.
Yeah, it's really just the scene where he's looking at it. It's weird because I think of that as the like iconic and best version of the Necronomicon.
It is
It's
the
in
best
that movie
version.
so little.
Yeah, and then they made up for it in Army of Darkness, where there's 3 books.
That's true.
Nobody said anything about 3 books.
Ooh, wrong book.
That would be a fascinating attempt at a triple feature commentary.
Yeah, it would.
Noah would probably die.
Fuck.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Unless we did an abridged
Sure.
I
version
said I'm fine.
where we followed Bruce Campbell's instruction, where you watch the first movie and then you skip the first chunk of the second movie and start it when that Deadites throwing Ash through the woods, and you pick it
Listen.
up from that from the end of the first one.
Listen, when you are watching the cinematic perfection that is
Closer
Evil
to your
Dead
tall
2,
building.
you do not skip a single goddamn frame.
That's completely fair.
It's really bad down there.
I'm sure that fan edit exists somewhere, like stitching those
We're gonna
3
have to do a
movies
little
together as
zigzagging.
like an epic
Yeah.
3.5 hour narrative.
You're gonna make one tomorrow.
What you been on the
But you'd
run
have to-
for?
I'd be down to give it a shot, but you would have to cut a
Where are
lot.
you headed?
I don't
No,
know.
as long as I don't drink coffee, I'll be fine.
Away.
What the hell did you do?
I shaved my head.
They want to kill a little boy because he shaved his head.
I wasn't allowed. It's the rule. I broke it.
I don't think Abby has
So
realized
why'd you do it?
what the significance of the cutting the hair is.
Pretty punk rock of you.
Right.
Punk rock?
I get the impression you don't follow most rules.
Which is funny because as I'm listening to it, Lev doesn't sound like a traditional boy.
Yeah, I don't remember when
Cool.
I found out. Oh, that's what's going on in the script. But I think it was through gameplay. Like I don't think I knew anything about the actor or anything going into it. So it's just like, oh, that's what's going on. Okay, cool.
I don't remember when I figured it out, but even listening, I was like, I don't know if it's because you're young, but your voice sounds off for a boy.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh boy. Don't back up too far. There we go. Was there any good loot in there?
Maybe. Not enough to go back.
Goodbye, Lev.
Hold them off as long as you can. Let's see, we've already made up for it with this building.
You did it.
We'll see.
Damn it.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Isn't he a wolf?
There are thousands of us. Do you know every scar?
Stop calling us scars.
Sure.
Lev calls them a wolf. Abby calls them a scar. Lev, stop calling us scars. Have fun, Noah.
This where we're supposed to be?
Yeah. This building will take us to the building next door.
Oh, this is an eye exam room.
Yeah. Very
So this might be a weird thing, but I love eye exams. I think they're super relaxing.
I haven't had one in 15 years, so
That's probably not good. Go to the eye doctor, Robert.
yeah, I've got good eyesight though. I'm fine.
I need to go to the dentist, but I keep putting it off.
Ugh,
I hate the dentist.
as do I. I am someone in the mindset of I don't do doctor's appointments unless there's like actually something physically wrong with me. And I'm like, fine, I guess I'll go get this checked out. I already do the dentist twice a year. That's enough for me.
Oof.
I get my teeth taken care of. That is good enough. Anything else? Can I see? Yep, I'm good. I can hear. Yep.
Robert's on his deathbed. I'm not going to the doctor.
I'm not. I'll see you guys when my appendix bursts at some point.
Oh my god.
Follow me.
How much higher are we going?
You're gonna be okay.
Make the climb.
Yes.
What is this? The shitty Batman movie?
Show off.
No, I mean the other Batman movie.
Uh-huh.
Batman and Robin?
No, that's the good one.
So, you said you had a thing with heights. Like, do you not do theme parks, roller coasters? Like,
Oh god.
how bad are we talking?
No matter
I went on a roller coaster once with my dad. I was 8. He said I turned green every time we started to go uphill.
And that's what you know. I don't like this.
I don't like them.
This
Don't make me do it
experience is
again.
not-
I don't mind video game heights most of the time. Falling from long distances can make my stomach lurch a little bit. But, like, just being up on the skyscraper is not gonna make me hurl or anything. I fucked that up.
Oh. I wondered. I was like, oh. I don't think I made it. Oh boy. Nice shot though.
They call me the Waco Kid.
Who calls you that?
Everybody.
Who's they?
Everybody. I actually don't know if you've seen Blazing Saddles to get that reference.
I have, but it's been a while, so. But I get it.
You okay?
It's a great movie.
It is. The sheriff is up. Ding.
You can't quote. Don't
Hey,
quote
to be
a lot
fair-
of it.
To be fair, he never says the word because the bell.
Let me help.
The sheriff is near.
Did you hear what they called me?
That might be my favorite
Do you want to ask
Mel
me
Brooks
about it?
movie. There's a couple big ones
Need
still
to
to
ask
see.
you about it.
Of the ones I've seen, it's my favorite easily.
Okay.
Yeah, though I do like Young Frankenstein a lot. And but the producers is the big one I still need to see.
I do. I also need to see that. No, Robert, when are we starting a Star Wars channel?
Oh God, are you gonna say a Mel Brooks channel? I'd be so down for.
No, I opened my Discord and me and my buddy were swapping to Star Wars gifts earlier.
I think Spaceballs is all right.
It's fine. You can tell that it came out in a time where like I don't think even Empire had come out yet, or not Empire, Jedi had come out yet because it's mostly making fun of the first two.
Maybe. Let's fact check the dates. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think the best part is the end with John Hurt.
Yeah, that's a great scene. My favorite scene's probably when they rewind or play back the movie. Where to the tape? Where are we watching now?
That's
a good
fine,
scene.
but I've seen that kind of break the fourth wall gag done better in Blazing Saddles.
Sure. High Anxiety is a really good Hitchcock parody. I just don't find the movie that funny.
I don't think I've even heard of that one.
It's like, if you're a big Hitchcock fan, it's worth watching because there's a lot of good bits in it. Like, it's a solid parody. Like, from a filmmaking standpoint, it's a solid parody of Hitchcock stuff. Like, I just think a lot of the comedy, just for me, isn't funny, and some of it's aged pretty poorly.
Robert, why
There's
don't you
some
have a
bits that
sense
go
of
on too
fucking humor, you liberal?
Nah.
Sorry about all this.
Seraphites.
Yeah, I was gonna.
It's called dark humor, libs.
Pretty cool.
What's
Like, impressive. Awesome.
Oh, Austin made that
also-
joke, and now I can't stop saying it.
Also loved Robin Hood Men in Tights when I was a kid, but I'm kind of afraid to go back to that one because I think
I also remember liking that movie.
Yeah, I loved it, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
But I don't have that age thing with movies. Like, just gotta think about when they came out.
Yeah, again, I'm talking more about just the comedy. Like, will this make me laugh like it did when I was a child?
Me and you gotta watch The
Comedies
Mask
are
at some point, though. Speaking of
Yeah,
comedies,
that's a big one.
they call me.
Everyone loves
Did you know that they call you Cuban Pete?
No one has called me that, sir.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna
I've
start
seen
calling
some-
you that just because you said.
I've seen Son of the Mask. That's got to count for something.
I'm sorry.
It's so bad.
I'll one up you on that. So, as a kid,
I'll go.
we'd go and visit my mom's side of the family on weekends sometimes, right? So there's two movies that I always loved to watch when I went to visit: The Mask and Twisters. So they announced Twister, sorry. So when they announced Son of the Mask, I was so fucking excited. Like, oh, I love The Mask.
Seriously.
I saw that movie in theaters.
Wow.
And I walked out going, what the fuck did I just watch?
He's with our prophet now.
Where's Jim Carrey? Why isn't the guy from Scream?
Why is The Mask look so bad?
Oof.
Shh, quiet. Shut it. Now.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. This will be great. They just come the same way one at a time. Just do the same thing. Yeah. See what happens when you use stealth?
No.
this is a really bad AI section. Just doing the same thing. This is working out great for you. This is beautiful. For a game known for its impressive AI, this section's not great. Oh wait, look up. Whoa. I thought there was somebody above you.
No.
Okay.
The only person I can see is like over there.
Something in those trees.
Good eye.
That was beautiful. Oh, there's more.
Nice.
Now it's just smooth sailing. So does your thing with heights start with that traumatic roller coaster experience, or is it just always, or is that more just the realization, like, oh,
That's
oh,
the
this is the problem for me?
realization. Yeah. Because I know my dad used to tease my mom about it, like when we go to the kids museum. But it never like super bothered me. And then we went to Kings Island in Cincinnati, and he wanted me to go on the roller coaster, and I was like, okay, sure. Oh God, I've made a mistake.
Never heard a sword fight cuss before.
I regret
That was
everything.
my first time.
Yeah, I don't have like a clear fear of heights. Like that's not a big thing for me. But in certain situations, I will get a little like anxious. Like, okay, this isn't doing it for me.
I have two big phobias: heights and water in my eyes.
Oh, weird.
Don't ask me why.
Is that an
Water in
egg?
my eyes, I start to have a panic attack.
Okay, pull that door down.
Interesting. But yeah, when I was a kid, I mean, we traveled a lot. I've been to a lot of different states in America. Have you ever been to St. Louis?
No.
But you know about the big arch, right?
Yeah.
That's just there. I've been up that arch, and I will say that I did not enjoy it.
Yeah,
Like,
if you run fast.
'cause
There's
like
a,
an area you walk around up top where there's like a big window you can look out of on either side. And I wasn't like freaking out, but I wasn't having a good time either. I was like, I want to be
Sweating,
anywhere but
focusing.
here.
For all signs are actually strong.
Oh, what you said?
There's a big set piece in the first Percy Jackson book
Think about how
where
your
he
body's
fights a
set up.
Greek monster on the top of the arch,
Only when
and because
Oh,
he's the son of Poseidon, he jumps into the water to escape her.
That's cool. I don't think it would work out for me if I tried that.
Well, you're not a son of Poseidon, so
As far as you know,
you're not cool enough to be a son of Poseidon. You'd be like a son of Hermes or something.
yeah, I'll take that.
They just kind of bland, like whatever god.
Mhm.
No, you should check out Percy Jackson if you haven't. It's wonderful.
Old stuff,
I still got to finish that first season of the show, but
Especially for soldiers.
It's on the list.
he puts a lot of thought into like how Greek mythology would be today. And he even expands it in a sequel series about Roman mythology, where it's not just the like the so in his lore, gods are reflect like the psychology of mankind. So when the Romans imagined them as the Roman gods,
You like this
they
plot?
turn into the Roman gods, and it's almost like a second personality.
She wouldn't want any of this.
That's pretty cool.
Her writings don't have.
And then like there's a whole
Tell that to your
other section of demigods that are Roman demigods that go by their own rules and laws.
Taking her words and twisting them. Read the text.
Versus the Greek, as opposed to the Greek ones. He's done other books since then, but they're all like in the same universe, but different mythologies, and I'm just not as interested in.
Mhm.
And Percy's not in them, so it's like I don't care anymore. you told the story I was interested in.
Windy up here. What the fuck is that?
That's the bridge.
Lev.
Follow me.
Fuck.
We'll go slow.
You ever
When
think
you-
these cars guys might be kind of stupid?
People cross this
Yes.
regularly?
Yeah,
You're lying.
I'm not.
You know, in that section in this that's coming up where Abby says, "Don't look down."
Try not to look
Mhm.
down.
I always look down.
Well, yeah, I get having a thing with heights, but like it not affecting you in video games.
Am
but
I
though
supposed to
like,
jump?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh wait, I see it.
Oh, I could think you'd attempt that.
Oh god, Abby, stop it!
No.
No! Wait!
I'm waiting on all that true strength.
Yeah. But I have shown my mom this game, and she
What?
really doesn't do well with heights. And this sequence had her uncomfortable.
So I mentioned that my mom doesn't do heights either. She cannot watch anybody play an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh my god, Lev, now?
It seemed really awkward.
Just go!
Like every time you see a character jump from my place,
Yeah,
just mini heart attack. Although
I
my
really
mom's kind
hope
of a
the new one is
contradiction 'cause
good.
She
I
loves,
did it.
but my mom loves roller coasters, so I don't.
Oh god.
Not yet.
I really hope the new Assassin's Creed is good. Oh, speaking of Assassin's Creed, you want to see something vile that Austin found on Twitter?
Well, that's not hard, but sure.
Okay. So, for some
Oh
preface,
god.
the new Assassin's Creed game, it has two playable protagonists. One of them is a shinobi, and the other is a samurai. The samurai is a black guy that is based on a true character, but he wasn't a samurai in history. He was like he worked for the samurai.
Mhm.
And people are freaking out because the samurai is black instead of Asian.
Sounds about right.
Okay. So that is the context. And he found this the other day.
Oh my god. Wow. Wait,
Yeah.
It's gonna be
That's
okay.
not even subtle.
It's on me.
Nope. Like, you are too comfortable online to be sharing that shit, my friend.
Well, whoever posted that probably got canceled.
But it's really funny because everyone's bitching about it due to historical accuracy.
It's
But
a fucking Assassin's Creed game.
yeah, but it's also just clearly racism. Like,
Yes. It clearly.
am I not-
Yeah. Well, we've had other conversations with Austin where we'll talk about like X-Men 97 or whatever, and he says he feels like he sees more people complaining about the people complaining than people are actually complaining. But it depends on the circles you're in, or it's
How are
like
you
just
not
look at
terrified of
Twitter.
this?
And
Yeah.
you'll find plenty of idiots on there,
Heights never scared
and
me.
I usually try to ignore that crap
The ocean.
I'm
as much as I can.
Dogs
I'm pretty excited. Cap invited me on for the spoiler cast for that show.
Oh, nice. It's a good show.
It's wonderful. It's the best Marvel thing since
Shit.
um
You can see the hospital now. Oh,
Doctor
fuck.
Strange 2.
Oh, fuck. Focus on me.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with
I
that.
can't do this, Lev. I can't
And it's
do
probably it's better than that, even though I love multiverse. No!
Oh, fuck! No! I didn't realize you could mess that up. Ah,
Are you
Jesus.
fucking kidding me?
Damn. I thought you just walked forward.
Yeah.
Well,
For the
now we know.
trophy. It's for the trophy.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be a bitch to edit.
Your friends are wolves too.
Boy.
Yeah.
But no, I
We were lucky.
loved X-Men 97. On a critical level, I think it's their best thing since Infinity War.
What's his name? The man?
Owen.
Yeah, sure. Well, just as far as Marvel cartoons go, you're saying
It's
it's
the
more
be-
like it's probably the best since like
How do I get
freaking
to the
Spectacular
ranch with
Spider-Man, and that was
Where's
over a
that?
decade ago.
Path ahead kicks out toward downtown.
Yeah, and I
15, like Jesus.
The route starts at the edge of the
Yeah.
water. You get a
Because
step-
And I mean, I might-
cartoons have sucked.
might lean more towards Spectacular just because I like Spider-Man more, but that's not really my Spider-Man.
All of them?
Yes.
I'm old, and the 90s one is my Spider-Man.
Okay.
But I really like what I've seen of Spectacular.
Maybe Spider-Man will have a speaking role in
Dude.
season 2 of 97.
Legitimately, I was into that show, but I didn't really keep up with it. Just because I find it annoying to have to remember to watch a show weekly.
Get the stuff for friends.
And then I saw like a spoiler picture. I was like, well, I guess I'm catching up on 97.
Yep.
And then I was disappointed that it's not even a speaking role.
These rapids are really away.
I know.
You bastards.
That's better to not know things.
But I would give my left arm for a Spider-Man 98 show that was to that quality.
You've been to these
Dude,
sky
now I
bridges
want a
before, right?
Daredevil show that's
Yeah.
in that continuity.
You think we're gonna see a lot of
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome.
Fights.
Especially because Disney will apparently let them do like
You gonna be
just
there?
whatever they want.
It was yesterday.
Well, and it never even occurred to me, like, oh, right, we've never had a Daredevil cartoon,
All hunting.
and now I kind of want one.
He was never as pop, and he's more popular now than he ever was.
That's true. Well, and I haven't seen a lot of the Spider-Man 90s show, but I did see the crossover with Daredevil when I was a kid, and I always liked that.
You've
So,
seen the
that is
black
one of
suit, right?
I've seen, like, bits and pieces. Not the whole, I've seen the iconic
Bro.
shot scene. You know,
Rocker! You
The
can't
hands of the
escape me. I love it so much.
He's going for it. So, yeah,
I don't-
I've seen bits and pieces.
You okay?
I don't care how handy it is. That is peak Spider-Man.
I said I'm fine.
What I will say
You
about
can't escape me. I'm so disappointed that Insomniac didn't put that in Spider-Man 2.
yeah, that would be awesome.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? They make a lot of weird choices in that game, though.
That's true. I mean, I don't have a PlayStation
How long
5
have you
yet,
been on
so
the run for?
I still need to play it.
2 days.
I'll get to it,
Where
but
were
I like the first one a lot.
I don't know.
The first one I think is better story-wise.
What the hell did you do?
I shaved my head.
The problem, if you can believe it,
Because he shaved his
is that the Black Suit Saga does not lend itself well to a two-protagonist story. So every time you're not playing as Peter,
do it.
doing the Black Suit Saga that you're there for, you just want to get back to Peter.
Like Rocky, yeah.
But because they have to have two
I
protagonists,
get the impression
the Black Suit Saga has to be rushed to cram in a secondary protagonist. It pisses me off.
I haven't played it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It just goes further into my rant that we can't just have a good Peter Parker thing anymore.
well, hopefully we get that with the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man cartoon.
I really need that to be good.
Well, and now that X-97 was so good, like my expectations for that have gone like way up. Where it's like, oh, if this is what Marvel animation is now, like this could be awesome.
Yeah.
Because before that we had What If, which I thought sucked, but
It sucked ass.
like, and we got that Marvel Zombies show coming out.
Ugh. That's just gonna be more of the What If episode, and I didn't even finish that one.
But it's gonna be a hard R, so it's gonna be good.
I mean, if it was in a better art style, I would so be down for a just a Marvel animated zombie show that was complete nonsense but gory as fuck.
If they change the art style, that'll go a long way. We don't
Yeah.
spit off.
I hate that CG shit.
I think it looks better in certain episodes, but as a whole, it just doesn't do it for me.
Not at all.
You're good with it.
You should have seen Yara.
That I've said before, I'm like, why couldn't that show have a different animation studio behind each episode to give it, variety? Like, I think that would make it 10 times more interesting. Like, if you're making an anthology show, why does every episode need the same art style? And don't go too far back.
No!
No!
Parking those things pushed me back!
That was a dick move. They did that on purpose.
That's so fucking frustrating, dude. We are going to get zero usable footage out of this fucking thing.
We'll see. Well, assuming we assuming we get past that section in the Seraphites, do you think you got one more in you?
We'll see how far it goes. We'll see how far it goes, because if it's another 20 minutes, that's 10 o'clock, and I'm just going to call it a night.
Mel. And what's his name?
But this 2 OBS setup seems to be working.
Mel, Owen, Abby.
It's cool. Stream looks good.
That way, because like I'm going to use a camera on my solo Twitch page. But that way I can record the gameplay without my camera on
It starts at the edge of the rushing water.
and upload it.
You get us there, and I can take over.
These bridges are really
And
gonna be
like I was
so
saying earlier,
Yeah.
I like X-97 a lot.
All
It's
of them?
great. When that
Yes.
show's all said and done, the one thing I
Just
change
a
about it
couple
is
hours.
I just wish it was 12 to 13 episodes instead of
Okay.
10. Because
See, I think the only risk I have with that is
in a very short amount of time.
I think the only risk you run into that is it ruins the pacing. My biggest complaint is that every single interesting status quo change that they did is completely undone by the end.
Yeah.
You start with a show where Xavier's dead.
She'll have to try to
Just
recreate
kidding.
what Owen has
Magneto's in charge of the X-Men. Not anymore.
That wouldn't be good.
Well, I think we spent enough time on that.
To get the supplies.
I mean, his arc is probably the best arc in the show so far, or just in the season that we got. Like, I think his arc is wonderful, and it's a great way to get him back into a place where he is Magneto again. The other thing that took me a minute to adjust is the new voice actor is so different.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty good.
No, he's good. I'm just saying it was an adjustment.
Yeah. Well, and I've seen some of the 90s show, but like not a lot of it, so I'm not like super married to any of those voices.
The only one that I think needs to be recast, and I hate to say it, I don't think the guy doing Wolverine can do that voice anymore.
I think he's fine. Like, it works.
He sounds really rough.
More people have that with Rogue.
See, I think Rogue sounds fine.
I mean, she sounds noticeably older, but like she's giving such a good performance. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
that's where I'm at.
We'll see where they go with Wolverine. I for some choices, I just kind of need to see where we're going with season 2.
I think we're gonna get full on now like Beast Wolverine.
You okay?
Possibly.
stay put.
We set it up.
Okay.
I know how to
Since we're getting into spoilers, if we're gonna have actual criticisms, my biggest one is putting Wolverine on the team to fight Magneto is really stupid and makes no sense.
I mean, that's just an X-Men problem.
Yeah, but they only did it to do the big moment where Magneto, because it's the only time the story
that's
would
not-
make sense for Magneto to rip.
But that's not necessarily true. He's fought Magneto dozens of times in that continuity.
Yeah, but in the context of the story, they send two teams to do different missions. Put Wolverine on the other.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, it's not really stupid when they've done it before and it's worked. Like, you got to look at that in the greater context of the X-Men animated series universe.
But he's still throwing Wolverine around all the time. Like, he controls metal. We got a guy filled with metal. Like, it's a bad idea.
I don't know. That's like a college humor nitpick.
I think that's more than a nitpick. It's just like that's just a bad logical choice. And it's tough to compare because obviously they're just operating with different restrictions. Like, obviously in the 90s show, they were never going to have Magneto rip out Wolverine's adamantium. So.
The problem with the early 90s show is because it's a kid show, Wolverine can't actually, like, do anything.
Exactly, yeah. They have different parameters.
He's just there to kind of get smacked around since he can't fight anybody or he'll, like, decimate them.
You've been to these sky bridges before, right?
Yeah.
And then,
see a lot of scars?
but like so with the story they tell and just how much they cover, yeah, I wish it was a couple episodes longer because I do think some things are rushed or
Episode 5 might be like peak fiction. I'm
Episode
just
5
saying.
is fantastic.
Write down, I've had
so
Happy
good.
Nation stuck in my head for like a week.
As have I. I love it when a show or a movie introduces me to a song.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is a
Well, and I was thinking about it too, is like, it's not just a random music choice. Like, that is such a fitting song for that scene.
Yeah, especially when you listen to the lyrics, you're like, holy shit, like this wasn't an X-Men time thing. Like, it's so perfect.
So I had the opposite. I've been hearing that song a lot on TikTok lately, and I didn't realize it was that old. So I was like, is this a 90s song?
Yeah.
And then I
Well,
looked it up, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess it is.
Well, when I first saw the episode and I first heard the song, I thought, this sounds really modern.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice. And then, oh, nope. It's a 90s thing, so cool. Points for authenticity.
Yeah.
What the hell did you do?
And getting me hooked on an excellent song.
That, between that and Stranger Things. Although, I find that Running Up That Hill has a really good chorus, and then everything else is kind of blah.
Yeah, it's a good song that's used great, like, in the context of those episodes. But like I said, with X-Men 97, like, episode 5's incredible. There are just certain subplots that I think we rushed through, and I kind of wish we spent more time on.
Poor Gambit, man. He got like cucked and then killed.
Yeah, but it works. It's very
well, quotation marks, kill.
Yeah. We'll see how they do that. I'm a little worried, but we're not there yet.
I am so ready for Apocalypse. A good Apocalypse.
Yep. This might be the one. This might be where you get that. I just hope that when that storyline's done, that, like, there's still consequences. I hope we don't completely undo that and get him back on the team, like, nothing happened and he's fine, like, yeah.
And to be fair, he never left the X-Men.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm not a big fan of undoing big deaths like that usually. And X-Men's really fucking guilty of that in the comics.
Yeah.
No one stays dead.
I mean, that's just comics. Yep. I think the only person that stayed dead is Uncle Ben.
And Gwen, kind of.
We've ruined that.
I haven't read enough modern Spider-Man to say for sure. Like
When
they
you start-
cloned her,
When you
but-
start bringing in multiverse and clone versions of the same character, you kind of ruin it.
yeah,
There's
a little
no,
different than
there's no, alternate universe running around in 616's Uncle Ben.
sure. Okay, run.
And I say that as someone who digs Spider-Gwen, at least in concept.
Yeah, Spider-Woman's cool. I like Spider-Woman. So, but bringing her over to the main universe, like that sucks. That's stupid.
Well, we have to give Miles literally everything that Peter has once had, including his ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, that's weird. But back to X-Men '97. A perfect example of what I'm talking about, though, with some things being rushed. It's like we send away Storm and then do this whole thing with Jean, where we found out that she was a clone the whole time, and then come back, and then we bring Storm back, and I don't think we ever have a conversation with when Storm and Jean reunite. I'm like, wait, does Storm even know that the last Jean she saw was a clone who is now dead? Do they just talk about that off screen? Like there's
That
stuff
doesn't-
like that.
That doesn't happen. That happens before the Washington attack, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Isn't
Okay,
it new wolf?
so Storm loses her powers. She
At the one-
leaves,
Scar?
and
Right, but
then
I'm
they
saying
find-
the clone reveal is before the Washington attack, isn't it?
You mean Genosha?
No, because Storm
no,
loses
no.
her powers at the Washington attack.
Yeah, no. The Jean reveals after that. That's the cliffhanger of
okay.
the episode. So
Okay.
that's after Storm leaves.
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
And then I like Rogue's arc a lot. It's just when you get to the final episode, she kind of flips, and
Yeah. This building will take us
it's
to the
like,
warehouse.
oh, okay, I guess that's done. But we'll see where that goes in season 2.
I don't know if it's so much she flips. It's just there's a bigger threat.
Yeah. And obviously, like, with where she is, like, it makes sense for her to not pursue Magneto romantically again. I get that. I'm still surprised you don't have a scene of him, like, approaching her about that. Like, hey, you still want to do that?
I don't know.
She's
I
like
don't
that.
mind that. In their life, when something ends, you don't have time to be pursuing it.
I had a cousin who was afraid of heights.
And he's on his own quest of villainy.
This way.
Is the Xavier voice actor different too? Because he sounds different.
Yes, that is Ross Marquand doing an impression. The
Okay.
guy.
You
He's
know
a
what the
really good
biggest-
impressionist, but when you notice it,
You know what the biggest crime of 97 is though? They didn't have the Xavier scream.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Ah! I can't do it.
it. He's the guy where when you can't get the original guy and you need someone to do an impression, that's the guy you get. Like he's the Red Skull voice in Avengers Endgame,
Oh.
where he's doing a.
See,
huge
I think he
impression.
sounds awful in that movie.
I think it sounds fine.
I find it a little distracting
for
because
him.
it's
Not usually.
clearly not Hugo Weaving.
I don't know. I mean, he does a lot of stuff. Like that's not the only thing. He's Aaron on The Walking Dead.
This way.
I don't know who that
We're
is.
gonna find these.
Wolves
he-
never
the-
give up.
He's like the first guy we meet from Alexandria.
It means
The guy who is the
no matter
boyfriend.
how many
It's been so
problems you
long.
have, we'll find a way around
When are we going to start covering The Walking Dead, Roberto?
Since they're trying to kill you.
I'm down for it. Whenever we have time.
You got to
We're in
do
the middle of
Buffy
shenanigans.
first.
Yeah.
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 No, the real question is, Robert, when are we starting our wrestling podcast?
Oh god. Oh boy. Now we got this stuff to do. Okay, you nailed the stealth last time, so just do that again. Did you? Oh, you did it this time.
Don't let her escape!
Nice.
How's that for stealth?
You okay?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Though you've lost half your health, but that's
Let
fine.
me help.
It's fine. It's all fine. Whoa!
Hear what they called me.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me about it?
Do you want me to
So,
ask you?
Saturday
Big
is Saturday is the big Saudi pay-per-view, and I'm nervous.
Why?
So the main event is Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yay.
Hey, you know,
Cool.
I don't give two shits about Logan's personal or YouTube life. He is a damn good wrestler.
Awesome.
But I just don't know how you book that in a way that makes both of them come out looking good. And Cody retains, because there's no way Cody's dropping the title to Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia.
Well, we shall see.
Not after like the 2-year story they told to get him to the title.
And Jake Paul's fighting Mike Tyson.
I
that
guess.
right? When is that?
I don't know. I don't follow boxing.
You don't follow real sports?
No, I like him. I like him with a little more story.
I'll go first this time.
Hoping The Rock comes back soon, though. Although Mike Tyson is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
That's true.
How high up are
He had a run in the 90s.
Condolences for your son. It's another. He's with our prophet now. He passed bravely. The elders have offered us a new child. It is a great honor.
Okay, computer. We just need you to do what you did last time. Nope, we're improvising.
Yeah, we are, because they're nowhere near here.
Steady aim.
What a way to go. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That. Okay. But plan B. Wait, did you actually finish that?
What the fuck?
No.
Are
It
sh-
didn't. Your health was still down, so I was like, wait.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me pull the fucking arrow out. All right, we'll do one more. That's so fucking
Last one.
stupid.
Okay, last one.
Because it wouldn't let me heal with the stupid arrow in, but it also wouldn't let me pull out the stupid fucking arrow.
We were lucky Mel was there. She's one of the best surgeons in Seattle.
And, you know, the longer streams gives us more content for the channel.
The man?
Content.
Owen.
And I get to edit it down later.
How do we get to the really tall buildings? The bridge is there.
Path ahead kicks out toward downtown.
The route starts at the edge of the rushing water. You get us there, and I can take over.
These bridges are really gonna get us over the rapids?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yes.
In just a couple hours?
I'm not
Yeah,
worried.
I don't want to say I dislike where we leave off with the X-97, and of course we're bringing back Apocalypse, so that's
There it
awesome.
is.
I'm just curious what else we're gonna get and see, because I doubt that season 2 is just gonna all be Apocalypse stuff. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be other stuff going on. So
It's
just
hard to
more of a,
tell because they're all
that's-
spread throughout time.
Yeah, it's like, how long is this gonna last? Like, I wasn't expecting that to be where we left off season 1.
Yeah.
It also feels like we're still like mid-character arc for a lot of people. Like, where's
So-
the Xavier Magneto stuff gonna
You
go
know
in
our
season
dogs can
2?
play
I
cards like that?
really don't know.
I'm 13, not 8.
You're the size of an 8-year-old.
So I will say this one thing. If I have one complaint against 97, it's that they yet again resort to the Phoenix Deus Ex Machina.
Pressure built up in the muscles. The blood can't
They do that
handle
next
the
time.
pressure.
Like, sure.
I am so tired of the Phoenix. That is a good storyline that we have just ruined.
I mean, the 90s cartoon probably is the best adaptation.
It's the best
I need to
without a
watch
doubt.
this. Yeah, I don't remember if we've talked about this before.
It's the best simply because it's the only one that's good.
You've been to these sky bridges before.
When we
right?
get to the MCU and finally get our full-on X-Men reboot, are you cool with us just not doing the Dark Phoenix saga?
I don't
can
want
we
to
just
see
not
that
go with
adapted for a long time,
Yeah, but those guys were hunting you.
if ever.
now-
All hunting us.
Now that X-Men 97's popular, like, I would much rather do Madeline Pryor Goblin Queen stuff. Like, if you still want to do an Evil Gene movie, like, that's the better alternative.
She's
right?
dead,
Just do
Jin.
that. Like, do your Mr. Sinister movie for the first or second one, and then like set up the Madeline
I
Pryor
just-
twist for later, and like just do that movie.
I
Like,
just
don't do Dark
want
Phoenix.
the X-Men movies to adapt stuff the Fox movies didn't have the balls to do.
Sure, I mean Sinister's a big one that
Sinister's the big
they tried
one.
to get to for forever and never did.
They need to do Apocalypse again. Like, basically
Yeah.
do anything except Magneto and Dark Phoenix.
Well, I think the first one should have Magneto. But
I'm not saying he shouldn't be in it. Just he shouldn't be the main villain or a villain like at all. He should
Well,
just
okay.
exist.
Sure, I think the first MCU X-Men movie should be really back to basics. If the first movie is just Magneto's our villain, but then we team up with him to fight Sentinels, and like that's our common enemy for the end of the movie, like, would you be cool with that? If that was our first movie?
Maybe, but that's every single one of those Fox X-Men movies.
Yeah, though, I mean, we only did Sentinel stuff in
We're gonna
Days
have
of
to do a
Future
little
Past.
zigzagging.
No,
I know, but
how they did that.
90% of the Fox X-Men movies are,
How long have you
oh,
done
Magneto and the X-Men have to team up for a common enemy. And then, oh, Magneto betrayed us. Who could have ever seen that coming?
Just away.
Yeah, but you don't even have to have him betray them. It's just like he's the villain.
But my point
then
is,
teams up
you
with him and then
just
he goes-
don't. Just don't.
They
Do
want
him
Magneto's
later.
pretty integral. I'm fine with starting back to basics and then
Build
doing
to him.
Sinister for the sequel.
So why'd you do it?
Build to him.
I don't know.
You could do that too.
Pretty punk rock.
Do something different.
Punk rock?
I've already seen the Magneto thing 600 times.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's just a pretty integral character.
And I'm not saying you can't do him. I just don't think you need to start with him.
All right.
The Claremont
It's-
X-Men didn't, and that's the most popular run in X-Men.
Yeah, the difference is like this is going to be the start of a new continuity
How long
potentially.
you been using that thing?
Yeah, it's going to lay the groundwork
My bow?
for a lot of other stuff,
It's forever.
which hopefully is good.
You should have seen Yara.
It'd be really funny if they adapt Ultimate X-Men And the cliffhanger of the first movie is Magneto hiring Wolverine to go kill the professor.
It would be something.
I don't know if you remember that.
No, I never read Ultimate X-Men.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
it will be interesting to see. Do we get Wolverine on the team for the first movie, or do they save Wolverine?
I feel like
I'm fine with either.
I am fine with either because I've already got like my definitive on-screen Wolverine. Maybe not definitive, but like I have the one that I really like and like, you know, I'm attached to. I don't think Marvel dares start X-Men without Wolverine.
Yeah, like from a business perspective, it's obviously a safer choice to have him on the team. But if they do, hopefully they go the 90s route where he's just part of the ensemble, he's not the main character.
Yeah, I don't need another like he's the main character in every movie again, even though I'm a Wolverine fan.
Yeah. Okay, so oh god, that's awkward. That's funny. Well, at least you can loot in here now.
You okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you're sick of Magneto. You know what? I hope they and Dark Phoenix. We agree on Dark Phoenix. You know what? I hope they stay away entirely from
It's
I don't know.
Stryker and Weapon X stuff. Just don't do it.
not in X-Men. Like, don't do that in an X-Men movie. But if we do end up doing solo Wolverine movies, that's where I'd want to see that done, because we've never...
Sure.
Like, yeah, we have a great Stryker. None of the Weapon X stuff in any of those Fox movies is good.
It's always done badly. So that's like Dark Phoenix 3, where I'm just sick of it. I'm like, don't do it. But in a Wolverine movie, I'll give you that. That's where to do it. Even though Stryker, I mean, he's a completely different character in the movies from what he is in the comics. Like, he's not really a Wolverine guy initially in the comics. So yeah, if they do a more comic accurate Weapon X, like that could be cool.
Really careful, okay?
Imagine if they give him the Weapon X hair.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. And
But I also
Stryker,
don't know if I trust Disney of all people to do justice to a Weapon X movie.
Sure, I'd rather see that animated, honestly.
That's the way to do it.
That could be such a cool animated movie.
Okay, so here's a question: Are you pro or anti Bone Claws?
I don't know.
Hey, Wolf.
There are thousands of us.
I'm leaning.
And the scars.
Sure.
I have a different relationship with the Bone Claws than most people do, because I just kind of went with it when it was introduced in the movies, like. But yeah, I'm leaning toward anti-Bone Claws, but in the context of the origin story, like, I do like that comic, but outside of that, I don't really care for the Bone Claws.
I was also introduced to those in the Origins movie, which I have a soft spot for. I think it's at the upper echelon of the bad X-Men movies.
I think it's watchable as like a very dumb action movie.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch it than some of it, but it is bad.
but I am also very anti Bone Claws. I think they just look silly. Wait. Okay, yeah, it is this way. So that's one thing I hope the movies don't ever touch on.
Sure. I'd be fine if the MCU just didn't do the Bone Claws at all.
Just don't do it, Marvel. Don't do it.
I mean, also, like, the adamantium claws are still silly and, like, have never made sense to me, like, how that even works. But
that's a gimme.
It's
And like the Bone Claws are too. I just think on an aesthetic level they look silly. Like, at least the movie version, those things look like they'd snap off the minute he tried to stab somebody.
yeah, they never look great.
Whereas you stab somebody with those metal knives, it's like, oh yeah, that's gonna hurt. I need to read some more X-Men, man.
Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, in Wolverine's first appearance, like, they're just weapons, like on his gloves. It's not
Yeah.
until they put him on X-Men where it's like, oh no, they come out of his body. How does
Well,
that
and
work? I don't know.
I
We'll
still
tell
think
that story
that's I think that's awkward too, because even like I think even nowadays
Follow me.
his gloves are still designed like that's where they come out of.
later. Yeah. It's like, why do they look like that?
Yes.
I don't know.
One thing I don't think anybody talks about enough though is how good the claw effect looks in that first X-Men movie.
Show off.
They nailed it right off
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
to the point where they used real sharp claws for a lot of it. And once some injuries happened, they were like, oh, maybe sharpening these things for real is a bad idea. Maybe we should stop doing.
And then somehow we devolved
Trial and
to the
error.
This way.
and then somehow we devolved so by the time you get to Origins they look like cartoons.
What does that
It's
mean?
insane. Like, oh god, those are
No
just the
matter
worst.
how
But
many
then
people or
they look
guns you
better.
have,
Later
we'll
movies.
find a way around
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they look really
Maybe we
terrible in
should
Origins.
stop saying
But
we.
yeah, in the first X movie, like when he was rehearsing one of his fights with like one of the Mystique stunt doubles for the Wolverine Mystique fight, like he stabbed her in the arm for fucking real.
Ooh.
You're like, oh, maybe this is a bad idea. And of course, because she's an awesome stunt woman, she was like, I got stabbed by Wolverine. Fuck yeah. It's the best day of my life.
I
Like,
don't
she was
understand
cool with it.
I don't understand people on Hollywood sets sometimes. Gee, how could playing with sharp objects ever go wrong?
Yeah. But they gotta look like knives. They gotta look real. Whoops.
And I mean, I can kind of see what they're saying, because I don't know if you know this, but Tom Savini talks about in the first Friday the 13th, the way that he would make it look, the axe kills look real, is on the swing up, it's a real axe, and he would make sure that the actor would hit the light so that the viewer would know it's real, and then when they cut and the axe is going down, then it's a fake axe.
Yes. I've heard that story, but I just wanted people to know how to use. Yeah, cool trivia. So yeah, like they do use real axes and machetes and stuff for certain shots. So that
Speaking of Tom
fake rubber
Savini,
ones are-
I saw today he is going to be in Terrifier 3.
That's amazing. Good for them.
Tom Savini is the GOAT.
Is that just gonna be like a fun cameo?
They just said he's in it. They didn't give any kind of details.
Okay. So that's fun.
I assume it'll be a cameo like Chris Jericho was in the second one.
Hmm.
If you don't know who that is, that's the security guard at the end.
Oh, nice.
He's a wrestler.
Let me help.
Yeah, well, I knew he was a wrestler. I just didn't in that movie.
Yeah, and that
But yeah,
very strange post credit scene that I don't know what the fuck is happening.
We'll see.
Do you want me to ask
But,
about it?
Yeah, that first X movie, very dated in many areas.
It's kind of just a setup film for when they get to the real story, which is X2.
Yeah, it's really quaint, but there are things like Wolverine and the claws. Like, I mean, they just nail it. Right.
Well, and I can still put myself back in that, like,
Oh,
that's 2000, right? 8-year-old,
Yeah.
excited kid because, like, I was going to go see X-Men. And, like, I'd seen, the 90s show.
cars built all this?
In fact, it was really funny. Walking out of that movie, I had this whole theory that that's why Wolverine's claws were further apart in the show,
Impressive.
because Magneto pulled them apart in the movie.
That's fun. Also, doesn't that movie invent like Magneto uses his helmet to protect himself from it? Xavier?
No.
I've heard that starts with the movie, but I can't.
No, because that's in the show.
Well, it's in the new one.
No, that's in the
But I don't think
original
it's-
show.
Okay. I've rewatched some episodes, but the ones
There-
I've seen haven't mentioned that. But you could be right.
There's an episode where they knock his helmet off, and people were talking about this before 97 came out. And they knock his helmet off so that Xavier can put him back in the Holocaust mentally. And it's super awkward nowadays. I think that
Okay, so
don't
maybe it starts with
don't
that,
quote
sure.
me on this because this part I'm not sure about, but I think that goes back to Claremont.
How high up are we
Okay.
going?
I am not an X-Men expert. So.
I am by
just
no
realized-
means an expert. I just dabbled.
Yeah. The only thing I'm pretty sure on is that, like, in the original comics, like, it's just he wears the helmet because it looks cool. It doesn't have any functional choice.
I mean,
that might start with Claremont.
that's probably true in the Lee era, because let's be honest, no disrespect to Stan Lee, but he wasn't the greatest writer. Peter Palmer. Do you know about that?
I do not.
You don't know about Peter Palmer?
No. Is this just like a typo?
Yes, there is a typo, and they have kept it to this day. Where somebody calls Peter Parker Peter Palmer. And there's another one where and you can Google it, and there's another one where Doc Ock calls Spider-Man Superman.
Weird. I don't even know what to do with that one.
It's the apostate!
Shit, how did that not kill you? And I've always kind of wondered, ever since I discovered that, if that's the point of that, like, really awkward, you're not Superman, you know?
It's always weird when they reference DC stuff and Marvel stuff, or vice versa, where it's like, okay, so is this a fictional thing in your universe? Like, what do I do with this?
Well,
How does
it's
this work in
weirder
my
for
head
me. The ones that are weird for me is when you mention something that has an actor that's in your movie.
Yeah.
Like, Peter Parker in the MCU references Star Wars. Do the prequels exist?
Because...
Is Sam Jackson in them?
Oh, yeah. That's...
I can't believe he forgot.
Well, I wasn't, like, sure the connection. I'm, like, going through the Rolodex characters, but yeah, it's like, okay, so I guess Samuel Jackson exists in that universe and just happens to look and sound just like Nick Fury. I guess that's just how it works. Hey, we did it.
Fucking scars. Seraphites, whatever.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Never heard of Seraphites
And, like,
before.
this one's more of a stretch, but, like, Alien exists in that world. But Sigourney Weaver's in the MCU.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work? To be fair, that line existed, I think, before Defenders.
Okay, pull that door down.
Those might have been the same year.
Maybe.
Weird. Infinity War and Defenders?
Yeah.
Or no, Defenders might have been first. Defenders might have been 2017.
But I also don't think Kevin Feige gave a fuck what Netflix was doing.
Well, it's funny when people say, like, oh, this MCU actor appeared in Netflix or vice versa as different characters, therefore they can't be canon. And I don't know. The MCU has recycled actors plenty of times in different roles. I think it's fine.
The MCU also is clearly going forward considering them canon, since they're going out of their way to bring all of them back.
Yep. Which
Just
I'm fine with.
think about the good parts too.
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali was the villain in Luke Cage, and now he's playing Blade.
You run
Fine.
faster.
We'll see if that movie actually ends.
I mean,
You don't feel
let's be
good.
fair. Luke Cage is the one they could retcon and nobody would care.
Feeling
Well, Iron Fist,
sweating,
especially.
your heart racing.
Yeah.
Those
They're
two.
all signs you're actually strong.
For sure. Daredevil's tough. It's like, okay, either the show's canon or not.
You should
Like,
think
pick
about
one.
how your body is getting ready for what's coming.
Like, just try to be
Only
consistent.
when weak may I carry my true strength.
But like I said, the movies have recycled actors too. Usually, like, from smaller parts to bigger parts. But still, like one of the lead actresses in Eternals, like, she was one of the villains in Captain Marvel as a different character. Michelle Yeoh has a cameo in Guardians 2, and it's clearly Michelle Yeoh, but then she's in Shang-Chi as a completely different character, so it's happened.
I thought you were anti-electricity. And
It's the Skrulls.
old stuff.
Sure,
There are exceptions.
that's an easy retcon. The one, though, where I'm like, okay, that's going too far, that's ridiculous. Like,
I'm okay with
Someone else
it because
was-
the villain of Doctor Strange is so fucking boring.
Yeah, and I love Mads Mikkelsen. I just think you could find
Lev,
there's just a more interesting choice out there.
fuck.
We'll go slow.
I will always pick the good choice over the interesting choice. That's just me, though.
Yeah. Well, I need to know what other actors are rumored. Where it's like, yeah, I like Mads, and he'd be a good Doom, I guess, but I'm not. I've just seen him play a villain too many times.
No. Wait.
Yeah, okay. So, really be careful with the controls. Like, I did not think they were gonna up the
God
difficulty.
damn it.
Good lord. I did not think they were gonna up the difficulty on this section.
I'm waiting on all that true strength.
Oof.
We might keep going when we hit a checkpoint. Maybe not though. It's already 10:20. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm predicting that after this bridge section, when she falls in the swimming pool or whatever, I think that's gonna be the
Oh
check.
my god, Lev, now?
We'll see if I'm wrong.
Seemed really awkward.
Just go! I did it!
Come on.
Can we take a minute and be impressed by me?
Not yet.
Lev, come here, I'm gonna hug you.
You're not gonna want to hug me in a second.
Holy shit, Lev!
It's gonna be
Yeah,
okay.
boy.
Eyes on me.
Shit. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
I really hate this.
How are you not terrified of this? And don't quote the prophet to me.
Heights never scared me.
What does?
Then you're an idiot.
The ocean, dogs.
See, right about now is where I would be just nope.
Nope.
Like, fuck you, Lev.
Almost there.
And your sister. Like, look at that. That is ridiculous.
Fuck! Oh, fuck!
I read the script. This is not gonna be worth it.
I can't do this!
Yes, you can.
I can't.
You're going to. Come on. True strength.
True strength. True strength.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Okay, you're almost there.
No.
No!
What?
God!
Okay, I'm done.
That's it. Alright. Are you gonna try to get past this part off camera?
We'll see how much what kind of time I have on my hands, but
Because, like I said, when you fall into the building in that swimming pool and then you're in the next one, I'm predicting that's what the checkpoint is. Almost.
all right. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, it's been a lot of fun, even if we didn't really make any progress tonight, but we got some practice in.
It was the 13th one.
Yeah.
Like it 13th.
It was the unlucky 13th. We will be back hopefully next Thursday with The Last of Us Part 2. And as always,